Hey y'all. Hey y'all. I made it. I'm here. Welcome to the show. I'm trying to put my gloves on. They are not cooperating. Give me a second here. Got to put this hot topic shit on my hands because they're old. I'm like Paris Hilton and Dolly Parton. All them women that are putting the gloves on their hands. Trust, it's because their hands is giving away their actual age. All the plastic surgery up here cannot hide what's down here. I'm just saying. So I'm doing the same thing. I obfuscate my age with my gloves. Also, they're fucking cool. I'm from the 80s. I remember when like Madonna started doing this shit. And I was like, yeah, I'm into the gloves. I love the gloves, the fingerless gloves. This is also good. Because like in the past when you had to wear gloves, like a fine lady had to wear gloves, that's fucking gloves on your fingers. And it makes it impossible to eat. It makes it impossible to wipe your ass. It like is difficult. You have to take that whole thing off, which is where the whole burlesque thing comes from, taking the glove off. It's a whole thing. And then you take it off, you do your business or whatever, you hopefully wash up if you had a basin, and then you got to put that shit back on. And there might be poop on your fingers, you don't know. But regardless, you got to put them gloves back on. And I'm just saying, I prefer to have the gloves with the little finger off. Because then, even if I have a little poop on my fingers, I can wipe it off on somebody. Like, I can go behind somebody and just like, instead of pickpocketing them, just like wipe my poop fingers on them. And then I could supposedly not die of the dysentery. We don't know. We don't know. We're just speculating about the past. Like we do here on the OraCola. Welcome to the show, y'all. I'm rnacle coming to y'all live from Austin, Texas, here on May 13th. Oh my God, it's May 13th, 2026. Welcome to the show, y'all. I'll be here for a little while, reading the oracles, doing my thing. And you can ask question of the universe by putting a question in all caps in the chat. You got to log into the Google chat on the YouTube. I know. The man needs something in order for you to participate in this free thing. So, yeah, if you ain't on Google and you ain't on YouTube with your own username, you got to figure that shit out. But then you can get into my chat and then post your question in all caps. And I will spin the Wheel of Fortunes, which is here. Oh, it's so dusty. I'm embarrassed. Hold on just a second. I'm going to have to wipe it down. Oh, God. I don't even have I'm going to have to sacrifice a Kleenex for this. Okay, yeah. So spin the Wheel of Fortunes is what I will do. Oh, it's so dusty. Oh, my Lord. And then the universe will choose your oracle. And I got many to choose from. And in fact, I picked up a new one today, which will not debut tonight. But there are other oracles awaiting. So tune back in next week to find out what. But yeah, here's the Wheel of Fortunes. I'll spin it, and then we'll get your answer. And you might like it, you might not like it. But you know what? That ain't my problem. I'm just here to deliver the message. I'm not here to console you about the answer. Just saying. All right, let's see. We got a couple of family in the house. We got Patrick. We got Prince. We got the PPs here. Yay! Yeah. So we're going to get started. I do the ritual before I start just because it makes me feel better. You can do your own thing, but here's what I like to do. First off, I burn the sacred wood just to make sure we got the house smelling good for the universe. Apollo really needs a bath. I think it's been closer to like 5 or 6 months since he had a bath, and oh my God, I'm starting to smell it when I walk in. And you know, when you walk in your own house and you smell your own dog, it's bad. It's bad. So yeah, I need to take him for a bath, but whatever, I'll get to it. I got other shit to do. And then I'm going to ring the bell Ring that bell for the service. Don't copyright my song because I'm making it up right now. And then, let's see. What else? Oh, yeah. We got our Prospera spray. We're going to spray this on us for prosperity. And we're going to manifest the good, not the bad. And also, I do have a new lotto ticket. It's very fluorescent. It's very pink. And we'll see if we win some money. And then finally, last but not least, we got our Florida Water, a chakra anointment. And we're just going to make sure we get all the way down to all the rock, even the root chakra, and get in there. Okay. R.A. Hooks. Well, hi. I don't remember you being around, but welcome to the show. It's possible you've been here and I just forgot because I'm often not within myself during the show. I'm channeling the universe, so I'm like all over the place. And I don't always remember people's handles. So forgive me if I have sinned against remembering you. But if you're new, welcome. We welcome all kinds here. Okay. Oh, you're new here. Welcome to the show. I don't know what you're getting into, but we'll find out. So, y'all, look, the title of the show just expresses my ennui about the whole situation in the world, which is like, I don't give a fuck anymore. I don't care. All I care about is getting through my day. I have to get through my day. I have to go to my fucking fast food job, deal with the bullshit there, and then I got to come home and deal with my bullshit old ass dog. And then I got to deal with my bullshit crazy neighbors when they have problems, whatever. And then I got to deal with the fact that I'm a menopausal woman who cannot sleep, and I need to sleep, but I cannot. So, if I get 3 hours of sleep, I got to figure out what to fill the next 4-5 hours until I got to wake up from my fast food job. I got to figure out what podcasts and things on YouTube to fill them up with. There's decisions to be made. And I'm not saying that, I'm upset about it. I'm just saying it's not my fave. And I'll get around to liking it eventually. But right now, I'm still struggling. So, yeah. Hey, Kahale! Woo! Our Hawaiian from San Francisco friend. Like our San Francisco treat. I don't know if you're still in San Fran. I'm just saying. I'm remembering the past. And if I misremembered it, well, that was a different timeline, hun. And I ain't at fault. I just moved timelines. Get some indica for sleep. Well, you know what? I'm down here in Texas. And I don't get what I get. I get to the dealer and I say, what you got? And he tells me, or she tells me, or they tell me. Depends on the dealer. I got a few. And then they tell me what's on offer. And I got to tell them what I think I might like. And I have to trust that what they're giving me is the thing that they're espousing it to be. However, I know that if you live in San Francisco or Hawaii or any other place that's got the legal weed, you can just walk in there and order it up like you're at Starbucks. Just say, I want this, this, and this, and then boom, it's in your baggie and you're out the door. It ain't like that on the black market. You roll up, you get what you get, and you're lucky if it don't got no seeds in it. I'm just saying. I have done some things to get my drugs in my time. And I have visited places I would normally never visit just for some seedy weedy. And you know what? I turned them into cookies that would blow your mind. But that's because I have other skills like cooking. So there you go. Oh my God. See, here's the thing. Ew, dirt weed. Yeah, I get it. I used to pay a lot of money in this day's time for some dirt weed, like an ounce of dirt weed from Mexico that was mostly seeds and stems, and obviously chopped off a compacted brick of plant material that was not top quality. However, we did not smoke that. No, we knew that was just waiting to be extracted. So you would boil that shit in butter for a while. And this is before the internet, like you would just like figure it out. You'd boil the shit in the butter and you would make the pastry or the cookie or the brownie or whatever you was making with the fat in the butter that was soaked in the thing. And then you would figure out if it worked when you ate it. And sometimes you would eat it and you'd be like, God damn it, that didn't work. And sometimes you'd eat it and you'd go to fucking Mars. And this is the joy of the 90s. There you go. I just told y'all some shit. Oh, my God. You think most of the stuff from Texas come from Oklahoma now? I have no idea. I don't have no clue. I don't ask questions when I go to my dealer's house. This is how you stay out of it. Y'all. Don't ask no questions. You don't ask, oh, where's this source from? Is it organic? Oh. No. You are lucky enough to have a dealer. This is what you should keep in your mind first and foremost. You have a dealer who will be discreet, who will be available to you if you pay the money and keep your fucking mouth shut. This is how it works, y'all. All y'all young people who don't know, I'm telling you now. If you got a dealer, don't talk about the dealer. Keep your mouth shut. Pay them up front in cash. That's good, not kind of counterfeit. And then they will be your friend. And they will come through for you occasionally when you need it the worst. And I'm just saying, this is a fact of life. I'm not trying to be like advocating drugs or whatever. But if you got a dealer, be nice to them. Be nice to your waiters. Be nice to your coffee people. Be nice to anybody who serves you on the regular. Because you need them people. In the apocalypse, when the shit goes down, then people might be able to give you a little extra something to keep you going. I'm just saying. All right. Oh, we finally got a question. Look at this. Already into the show. All right, Patrick, guidance for the upcoming visit of husband's coworkers. Okay, here we go. Let's spin the wheel. Oh, a digital diviner. Okay, well, this is appropriate considering the company. Sorry, I had a little twitch there. And then, so we got to rephrase the question because digital diviner is only a yes or no kind of man. He ain't no in-between. Well, he is an in-between man, but he's also just a very literal man. So we're going to switch it on and ask it if the upcoming visit will be pleasant. How's that? Will it be pleasant? Let's see. No, I'm so sorry. Dick Wood is indicating that this might be a challenging situation. However, look, any kind of work cohorts are not true friends. They're not people you need to be like hung up with. They are transitory folks. So yeah, whatever bullshit gets thrown your way, just like bounce it off. And you're going to be fine. It's going to be fine. So yeah, don't worry about it. Just view it as a fun time to experiment with fucking people over in their heads. Like, you can be in a situation like a wedding or a funeral or a shower of some kind, and then be tasked with speaking to a person that you've never spoken to before and will never speak to again. This is a fun playground. This is adult playground. Just let me tell you. So here's the deal. You're sat next to somebody you don't know at one of these kind of events that you don't really want to be at, but you have to because of XYZ obligation or XYZ favor or whatever. And then you get there and you sat next to this person, and then you they play them stupid games where you gotta draw a card and pin a diaper or some shit, whatever. And then you gotta converse with the person next to you for whatever reason. And you don't know this person from Adam. You don't know shit about them. You don't know anything except that what you see. And what you see is a slightly overweight, middle-aged woman who is not remarkable in any way, but might be just a little weird, and you're not sure about that person at all. However, you are forced to interact. And when you do, if you open your mind, you might hear some things that you are excited to hear. Like, oh my God, how is the universe channeling my thoughts through this person into me? Well, guess what? That's what life is like. So, anyway, it's all right. It's all good. It'll be okay. Yes, you asked a question, R.A. Hooks, by typing it into the chat in all caps. That's it. That's how it works. Work friends are like disco friends, not the same. Yeah, they're disco friends. At my fast food job right now, I work with a lot of young people. And when I say young, I mean like half my age or less young people. And they're sweet as can be. They're kind most of the time. And I'm just like, God bless these kids. They don't know what's up. They don't know what's coming for them. They don't understand the joint pain that lies in wait after doing this job. And I know it because I did that job and then came back to that job. When I came back to that job, was like, holy shit, this fucking hurts. Why? Why does it hurt? I don't understand. The universe is funny. Well, it's 9:23. We did the ritual. We do have that lotto ticket that I hope will be a winner. Oh, I hope it was a winner. I want to quit this fast food job so bad, but you know what? Bills keep coming. The bills keep coming. How do you stop the bills? If you get to a certain point of billionairacy, do you get no bills? How does that work? Surely you keep getting bills, but they're not coming to you at that point. They're coming to your subsidiary businesses. They're actually doing all business. But I would think Elon Musk don't have to worry about checking the mail to get a bill. Because Elon Musk has probably set up his businesses to absorb all of that debt. You understand what I'm saying? What if being super rich is the fact that you can do whatever you want without no bill? If you could do whatever you wanted without no fucking bill, wouldn't everybody want to be that? Wouldn't everybody want to be that? I would. I'm just saying. Okay, R.A. Hooks, here we go. Thanks, pick either if you want. Will I score at a thrift store this month, and or is my crush going to reach out to me? Well, there's two questions there, and I don't know that the universe is in the mood to answer both, but we'll spin the wheel anyway. What does it say? Man's Minion. Okay, well, this is one of the oracles that's a little controversial, in my opinion, because almost all of them have maybe been to Epstein Island and or ordered a pizza or a hot dog through email. And if you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying. So, we're just going to tread lightly here and hope that regardless of the answer, you get something nice. Because we're treading in unnice territory here. The man's minion is the man's minion. Okay, here we go. Who's your all right, Charles Ponzi, who is the namesake, I assume, of the Ponzi scheme. Keep your conviction even when facing multiple, obstacles. Get rich quick, leave town quicker. Don't get buried in the pyramid you build. Look, here's the thing. You can get caught up in a bunch of bullshit. If you believe it enough, occasionally you can make it work for a little while. But the laws of the universe will eventually come down and correct you if you are not living the right life. And this is what happens to people who run Ponzi schemes. So, look, if you go to the thrift store and you find something good, great. Don't try to capitalize on it. It's just for you. And if you go to the thrift store and you don't find nothing, don't be upset about it. It just wasn't meant to be. These are two ways to look at things. And Ponzi gives you a balance dependent on your perspective. Just don't fall for one of his schemes. Not good. Okay. It is 9:27. I'm only going to be here for maybe another 20 minutes, maybe less. We'll see. I have to get up from my fast food job very early in the morning. It's going to be distressing for me when that alarm goes off, which is already set. Oh my God. The alarm's already set. However, I will be here for y'all for the next 20-ish minutes. 18 to 20-ish minutes, 15 to 20-ish minutes. We'll see. We shall see. All you got to do is put your question in the chat in all caps, and then I will read it for y'all. Thank you, R.A. Hooks. I'm glad you enjoyed that answer. I don't guarantee that you will like the answer I give you. All I guarantee is that you will get an answer. And then hopefully you will watch it again the next week because you didn't like the answer before or you did. Doesn't matter. You will come back. That's all I care about. That's it. All right. There ain't no question. So I guess I got to read for the collective. Y'all know what that means. I gotta spin the wheel. And read for the collective. Oh, a tarot! Okay, so this is for the collective for the next week, which we're in, what is it, 13th? 14th, 14th through the 20th-ish, whatever, of May 2026. We'll see what's up. We'll see what's up. All right, I'm shuffling my cards. Getting them all loosey-goosey. Here we go. Next week, what should the collective listen to? Here we are. Oh, justice. Look, you want to be on the lookout for times when you need justice. Like when you can exact justice on somebody or you can receive justice from a wrong that was done to you. Look for this. Look, here's the thing. There is good and bad in the universe. And sometimes the good is a little better. And sometimes the bad is a little better. And if you're in a space, because, we're all living our individual experiences. We're all in different planes. We're all in different, timelines. It's very complicated. But the general rule of thumb is if you are balanced in one area, you will be unbalanced in another until you equilibrium and figure the fuck out. So, look, you don't need to be worried about if you're a little bit off in one space or a little bit off in the other. What you're trying to strive to is being fair about it. Like, say, look, you know that you are bad at coming into work on time. This is just an example. Just say, like, you're bad about it and you are trying to get better at it. But you know there are consequences to this getting better until you get better. So the justice card is telling you to weigh the choice. The choice is, do you stay at home doing your bullshit or you just like get your ass out the door? There's a choice to be made. Choose wisely. Oh. All right. It's 9:31. I don't have very much else to say unless y'all want to talk to me. Otherwise, I'll just read for the collective a little bit more, but ultimately, I have to get up early. Very early. Very, very fucking early. And we'll see. All right, well, we'll do another one for the collective. What is this? Man's Minion. Oh my God. Another one of these bitches. Okay. Well, look. I don't approve of these people in general. They're just in this deck. And I have to deal with the fact that they're influencing my life at certain points because obviously they are. Tea? What is the tea you want to hear? I don't have no tea. Okay, the only tea that I managed to get was, first let me do this. Oh, Ingvar Kamprad. I don't know what this, like, white man needs. But here's what I want to say about tea. The only tea that I managed to, like, finally brew up this week was about land acknowledgements. And I know this has been a thing for a while. Like, it's been a thing for a few years where people will, before they open a thing, a sporting event, a concert, whatever you want to know about, have said, okay, and before we get started, we need to acknowledge that the land that we're actually on, like standing on under this opera house or this concert venue or this whatever steakhouse, Lions Club, whatever bullshit we're on, used to be occupied by XYZ people that we only know about because they told us they was still in existence. And then beyond that, we don't know nothing. We're just like trying to make amends for our ancestors who obviously did something terrible because they moved in and kicked these people out. To which I say, I wasn't there for that shit. I don't know nothing about that shit. And if you want me to, like, be sorry for the people who are maybe still here and upset about it, well, okay. But here's what I think, really. Bringing it up is just rubbing salt in the wound. Why would you bring that shit up? Obviously, these people do not own the land still. If they did, we would not be making the announcement. So, yeah, I'm just like not very in tune with this. And maybe it's because I'm a Luddite and I'm old and I don't give a shit about people and I'm an anti-Semite and I'm anti-everything. I'm a transphobe, like anti-gay, everything kind of motherfucker. Maybe that's why I don't get the land acknowledgement, but I'm just saying there are way worse things in this world, and why are we focusing on this shit? Oh, you don't mind those as long as they go on forever? No, the answer is they always go on forever. You gotta go back to like literally. Here's the thing. If the land acknowledgement became a necessary part of owning a business that operated on land in a country, and you could take this to any country in the world and whip it back to a land acknowledgement, right? First of all, you gotta find written records. So if you go into the Middle East, it might be a very long ceremony. Just saying, it might be very long. But even in the U.S., there is a long list of shit that could have been there before you. And so look, you got to get there. You got to make sure that it's long enough, but yet concise enough. Because after about 15 minutes, people are going to definitely tune out. They might even decide they want to leave. So, look, if you're planning that shit, just make it concise. Just scritch it down. Maybe amalgamate some of the tribes. You know, a lot of them are died out. They ain't going to complain. So you can just be like, which ones is alive and which ones is dead and which ones do I have to include in my announcement to be, PC. And then you just like make some decisions. And hopefully they will be the right ones. I'm not trying to guide you. I'm just trying to tell you there are choices to be made. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, it's 9:38. Y'all have not asked very many questions. Oh my goodness. Y'all just been listening to me bitch about shit. And I'm sorry if I'm offending you. I'm not trying to. I'm just telling you the truth as I know it. Which is a lot of truth. Like, I work with people who are half my age or less. And then, like, they make decisions and I'm like, I could say something, but I know better because I lived that life already. So I'm like, I'm just going to be their friend at work and be like, hey, you're cool. And then, like, go home and not worry about it because it ain't my life. But, oh, my God. Some of them making horrible decisions. Horrible. What's your dream job? My dream job is to make money doing what I do once a week. So, like, I do this show once a week. And my dream is to be like one of them rare people on the internet or social media who have a 500 million following. Like, a Julian Dory or a Danny Jones. One of them people, they are like the same people to me. Like, I'm sure I've talked about it before, but like, I literally think of them in my head and they're the same person until I go online and figure out they're the same, but not. They're different. One's got no chin and one is stupid. And like, you can't figure out which one it is until you watch their show. But here's the thing. I'm trying to like think if I could be like one of them people. Like just once or twice a week, went online and just shoot the shit with some people that had a book and then somebody who was in the CIA supposedly. Because, they're definitely not CIA plants. Definitely not. Yeah, so if I could have that life, that would be fine. I would be fine with that. I would be okay with it because that means I don't have to go to my fast food job at ass fucking early in the morning, and then I could just, you know, hang out for my own time during the week, and then occasionally get online and interview somebody who was told to me by the CIA, maybe, possibly, or maybe just my own interest. We don't know. We don't know. And then they would give me some time to be alone. And then I could go to a beach, think about it, and then have some epiphany about it, and then come back home and realize I got bills, and then like they got my family in a situation, and I just have to like deal with it, and then it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. Anyway, that's my fantasy about that shit. I know it's very involved. How embarrassing. What have we got in the chat here? Oh, TTT, Kahale, our hey hooks. Well, y'all are being very sweet to stay in the chat with me. Look, I don't have a lot of time left unless you got a question that's pressing on you and needing to be answered. I will be ducking out very soon. So think hard. Think real hard. Think long and hard about it. And if you don't got no questions, I will sign off happily. Happily! I'm very happy about it. What if numbers don't matter? Well, I don't think numbers matter much at all because I don't understand numbers. I'm a stupid math person. I can do basic arithmetic. I can do change out of a cash drawer. I can even count a cash drawer. I can do them basic things. But as far as like higher math, all the extra shit with the letters and the got a line and there's like symbols, I cannot do that at all. I do not care about it. It makes no difference to me whether it happens or not. Even if it is the fabric of our universe and existence, I don't care about that shit. Just letting you know. So yeah, I don't care about that. I can't answer any of them questions. So, moving on. Prince, will my car sunroof get fixed by insurance? Will insurance pay for my repairs? Well, let's see. It seems like a risky thing to ask the universe, but what do we got here? Spin again. Okay, think harder. What does it say? Digital diviner. Oh my God. Dick Wood. Dick Wood has an answer. I don't know if you want to know the answer from Dick Wood, but here we go. Here we go. Forget it. Yeah. You're gonna have to pay for that shit out of pocket. I'm sorry. You know what? The man is all about not paying. The man is all about we are gonna offer you the option to pay for previous or possible like future repairs, but we're going to deny the fact that you need to use our service for that forever. And this is how the man works. He gives you the hope that you will possibly get a payout, but in fact, he will deny your payout and also extract your loosh from the distress of that non-payout to feed his soul. This is how the man works. And I'm so sorry. I'm so fucking sorry. It sucks. It fucking sucks. Oh my God. All right. Well, look, y'all. I'm depressed now. we've had a long talk about shit that is horrible. And I'm just like over it, like I said in the title of the show, but also I'm over it. Anyway, we're going to scratch off this lotto ticket and cross our fingers. We win that money because that's all I got going for me at this time. I only have the money. I have nothing else. I have my fast food job that I have to get up for at 3:45 a.m. It's so disgusting. Everything about my life right now is corporate disgusting. And then here I am scratching off a lotto ticket on a live stream on YouTube, hoping to make money that way. Fat chance! Ain't making no money that way. All right, here we go. We got our lotto ticket numbers in the house. Whoop, whoop, whoop. All right, here we go. What's our winning numbers? 26 and 25. Neither one of them were the winners. Wow. Yeah, didn't win. $30,000 would have been nice, but you know what? It is what it is, y'all. It is what it is. Y'all, I love y'all so much. Thank you for hanging out with me every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Central here on youtube.com/channel-RCola. I love all the old folks, the new folks, all the people who might be thinking about it in the future. All y'all are welcome to the show. We are just here to have fun. We're here to connect and just like realize that just because the world is crazy don't mean that you have to be crazy. You can just like find your fun and find your joy and find a thing that makes you happy. And that's what I'm here for. So I'll see y'all next week here at 9 p.m. Central. Love y'all. Bye.